Hey, I'm Kelsey Karp with KelseyKarpShortSales.com. If you've watched some of my videos and already subscribed to my blog, congrats, you're awesome. If you're just joining us, enter your name and email address to the right to be part of the conversation and to gain access to VIP information that might not be on my blog. Right now, I'm going to answer the question that might be burning in your mind. What happened to all the money that is never paid back to the bank? There are numerous ways a lender can handle a deficiency, and I'm going to walk you through them in the next few minutes. Let's start with forgiveness. Usually most banks are simply acting as servicing companies, who you send the payments to and call when you have questions, for the true lender of the note or loan. The banks originate the loan, sell it on the secondary market, service it until maturity or sale or refinance, and process a foreclosure should the note go into default. They're not necessarily the ones who actually own the note and who will determine the outcome of the deficiency and if there will be forgiveness of debt. With forgiveness, the total debt is forgiven and the borrower is released from any further liabilities since the lender or investor has forgiven the deficiency amount. This happens a majority of the time when a short sale occurs. A promissory note, a lender can issue the borrower a promissory note which can pay back the amount owed over an extended period of time, say about 15-20 years, in the form of monthly payments. Banks will try to negotiate this into the deal, and unfortunately, many realtors without a lot of experience and who don't catch on to this will let the seller sign off on it, which, simply put, is completely nuts. Typically, a cash contribution, $200 to $5,000, is required in order to get the bank to drop the promissory note. So wouldn't it make sense to offer a one-time cash contribution paid at closing so the seller can walk away and have the debt settled? Even better, what if you can convince the buyer who really wants this property, really wants to close on it, to pay the cash contribution on behalf of the seller? Is the light bulb going off in your head yet? I know I skipped around a little, but let's back up and address the 1099 tax form briefly. The lender may choose to tax the borrower on the deficiency amount as a capital gains tax. They basically consider their loss as your gain, therefore making it taxable. In many circumstances, the client involved in the short sale is in financial hardship, so may be able to claim insolvency, which we'll get into more in a minute, and this can eliminate their obligation, but you should consult with a good attorney or tax professional. 1099s are typically 10 to 15% higher when a property heads to foreclosure opposed to a short sale. So this now brings us to the Mortgage Forgiveness Debt Relief Act, which was enacted in December of 2007 and will protect the borrower from any tax implications. Any borrower who receives a 1099 that resulted from a foreclosure or short sale are completely forgiven from any IRS liability if it is their primary residence or they are insolvent, which brings us to solvent versus insolvent. Insolvency is the inability to pay one's debts as they come due. Even though the total assets of an individual may exceed their total liabilities, they are insolvent if the assets cannot be converted into cash to meet the current obligations. How to determine if you're insolvent? You must call your accountant immediately to find out. Your financial situation when conducting a short sale affects the manner in which we negotiate with your lender or lenders. And more importantly, it determines the future tax and or financial liability you may have after the sale of your home. If you want to learn and uncover even more information, definitely sign up to the right to our VIP access, to me directly. I'll answer any questions you have. I definitely respond promptly. So again, I'm Kelsey Karp with KelseyKarpShortSales.com. Hopefully you feel I gave you some great, concise information you can take with you today. Have a great day.